we're live. Happy Friday Eve to everyone out there, including those people whose Friday it is not tomorrow because they gotta work over the weekend or something. Anyway, I don't have to, so sucks be you. I'm off, and we're going to be drawing this map tonight, Saturday and Sunday. So what are we doing? What is today's project? Well, it is Mother of Monsters. It is on Kickstarter right now. Look for it, Zagora Games. And the city name is Lukatoi. And tonight, I think we are going to do 2 hours of the harbour area. We started it last night. And specifically, I'm talking like the shipyards. I'm talking about the boat sheds. That type of thing. I don't think it's going to be a small effort. I think it's got the potential to be a beautiful area of the city. So we're gonna like throw our effort over there, which is kind of outside the city a little bit, but I think it's going to be rocking when we're done. So that said, I think we can just jump straight into this. We started it a little bit last night. I'm going to zoom in now, okay? We started it a little bit last night. All of those grey areas, that's like pencil markings about where we want to like do some things and how this is potentially going to look. I think what we're going to do, this is what we want to get accomplished tonight. I have no idea if we'll succeed. I think we want to draw these fortifications here. Maybe start these buildings here and get actually this area around here done, because this is going to be like a little dockyard here, or a little sort of shipyard here. And I think I'd like to try and get the sheds and piers here in place. That's what I'm thinking. And then I was thinking about this today, and I don't know how this worked at Carthage, to be honest with you, but this is kind of outside the main city fortifications here, which strikes me as a little bit vulnerable. Would they care? I mean, would they? Or do we need to put a wall, like, you know, on the outside of this thing? I'm not sure. So that one I'm going to leave open for now. So let's just turn off our little narrate layer and let's get into our ink. And let's ease ourselves in for a quiet evening of mapping. And I think what I'm going to do, let's just start nice and easy. Let's start with the easy stuff here. And what I'm shooting for is like this main area into the docks, the military docks, I think should be kind of protected a little bit, you know? Something not too far removed of something like this. Imagine ballista and things on top of these towers, you know, just overlooking the harbour, making sure everything's copacetic. Vulpes is here! Welcome, Vulpes. The stream has literally just started. Well, Vulpes, you rock. Why do you rock? Because I said something last night, and you heard it. You heard it. And that is, need to get permission from the client in order to move on with no edits, right? I heard back from the client last night. I sent it within half an hour. They were like, sounds good, move ahead. They were like, okay, done. And I sent them this. And they were like, giddy up. And I told them what we were basing it off, that we were looking at basing it off, you know, the Carthage area, and how, like, we were going to draw in the boat sheds on the edges here, and they were like, giddy up. So we're like, okay, that was easier than I thought. So that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Now. One thing that I do is I do my streets through the negative space, right? Where there is not building, you can see streets forming. That's just the way I do my stuff. So let's just quickly mark out, though, where we think that there should be streets. Like, I feel maybe nice sort of curved shape to this, and if we've got one here already doing this type of thing, maybe that will meet there, and then maybe this being a little military road, we'll do this type of thing, and we'll come up right through here. But I think they would also have an area around this, so we're gonna do this sort of stuff. So maybe we'll do this, and then we'll come up here like so, and this will hit this road here, and this is hitting that road there. Yeah, we can start with that. That gives us enough to work with. And Angel is here too! Oh my god, I really need to get the chat right here. I need to get another monitor right here. Hi, Angel. Really love this shirt. You know, I should wear my other one too. It's like a metal, it's a metal version of it. Like, it's all robotic, but still, like, bone. I'll have to wear it. I'm here for it. I'll get some popcorn. I wish I had popcorn. I need to go food shopping. It's late for Sunday. I go to the store way too often. Like, we're so at our store so often. They literally know us on first name terms now. And if one of us turns up with the other person who's like, hey, where's Jack? Hey, where's Alyssa? It's like we go on a Sunday for the week, but then we invariably go, like, and we go on a Friday, because it's Friday, and then we go on a Saturday because it's game day, and then we go on Sunday for the week. We're at least going 3 times, and if we're topping up on wine and everything, we might be 4 or 5 times in a week. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're going to allow a little road to come up the side here, which means I think we could do something like this. I don't mind little squiggly lines. I have a hand-drawn style that I like. I have no problem with uneven lines, but sometimes they're just a little bit too uneven, you know, and I've got to do something about it. I'm going to quickly bring up this picture. So this is like the Carthage one that has inspired this. You know, there is a freaking wall on the outside of it. Oh, no, those are the sheds. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, this is what's inspired it. So, like, these buildings clustered around this harbour, that's what we're looking to get right now. That feel. Not by turning off my map. So Angel makes the observation that she only goes shopping once a month, preferably, because the heat is so unbearable. I could understand that. Jack and I are like curmudgeons in the heat. It's like if it's hot and we jump out of our car and we have to run to the store all of fucking 20 feet away. We're like, fucking hell, it's a nice day. We're like, curmudge, curmudge, curmudge. It's kind of weird because my mom is like this big sun worshipper. Like, you know, she's got skin like leather. And not me. When I was in Louisiana for a while, I had a little bit of that. A little bit of the sun worship. And I got dark. Darkest I've ever been in my life. But it's not really me. I'm not really a fan of the sun. And then there was healthy for you and everything. But I much prefer it when it's cold. Much prefer it. Like, it doesn't get cold enough for me. I like it when it's bitterly cold, and I love heaps and heaps and heaps of snow, and unfortunately we don't get much of that here in Portland. But when we do, it's like fun. That's a bingo. No, come on, girl. What are you doing? There we go. Something more like that. And I don't want to get too distracted. I want tonight to be all about the harbour, so I'm kind of wanting to push my way towards the north there, but I want to wrap it in buildings so we can see what this sucker's going to look like. Kabudge, kabudge, kabudge. Come on, Vulpes. There's no other way. So, Angel, you basically have half a year where you can go outside. Getting these little rocky bluffs in place here. When we do the colouring of this, we'll get some nice shadow in here, and it will look really good. I think that works in the black and white version. Likewise here. Just denote where it's got a rough edge to it, you know. There we go. So let's do like this. So this has got like, let's bring back our trusty swatch. So this area here definitely has ships all the way along the outside edge. It's got like this little walkway here, and then this row of buildings and offices and stuff, I guess. I love the fact that there's these fortifications up here. We'll have to emulate that. And then this wall going around. So this area here is like for the plebes. I think we'll do something similar to this. But I'm going to put some actual sheds on one side. And then I'm going to actually do some little sort of jetties and stuff too. I'm lucky, Angel. I have never suffered from allergies. And I know that that's a high level of luck, nothing more. I am somewhat blessed in that regard. Because I know that people that do suffer from allergies, it's freaking miserable for them. do is row here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Let's just make sure our size is looking pretty good. Yeah. Yep. I'm down with it. If I have to draw a funny angle, you'll typically see that I will soften off that angle with a little notch. Yeah, little monkey, that's right. Everyone can hear you. You can't get on my knee, baby boy. Mommy is leaning in on her desk right now. There's no room for you. There's literally no room for you. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Hiya. Come on. Come here. Come here. This can't be a habit, okay? Because now I can't freaking draw. I mean, like, what are we doing here? Alright, a little bit of cat love. A little bit of cat love just because you're being adorable. Yep. See, even if I had a cat cam pointing over here now, you're nowhere near that, are you? You're in a completely different location. Come on, baby. Come on. Right, I'm going to work over you. You're going to have to... In fact, you know what? You've got to go down. I'm sorry. Alright. Sorry about that. What can you do? What can you do? When you wickle fellas want some love, what can you do? I absolutely want to get that cat cam thing set up though. There's a few things that I need to do. One is I promised Angel that I would do a walk around of my gaming area, and not forgot about that. The other is I want to start streaming my Saturday games. Well, because why not? It's the only day that I don't really stream, so watch me play games, right? Watch me GM. The other is I want to actually start streaming my painting sessions, but I want to get a camera mounted on my head for that. And then I want the cat cam. Which means I need more cameras, which I'm happy to get. But I feel like I'm running out of computer space and USB room. So now I'm thinking about getting a whole new computer just so I can plug more cameras and shit into it. Which now seems pretty expensive in order to show you my cats. But that little fella thinks it's worthwhile. Volpe says, the subject of desire for the cat cam. Burb. Angel says, my cat would walk by me and wrap her tail around my leg. I call it stroll by tailing. I think it's beautiful how many personalities cats have, you know? I was looking at Demille's cat. She's a streamer here on Twitch. And... Was it Demille's cat? He has a little blanket around him. He has a onesie on him. Because he gets insecure without it. Like, he freaks the fuck out. So, he has little Jim Jams. And someone said it was like a wearable hug. And I thought, oh, that's cute. Oh, wickle fella. I want a wearable hug. Alright, now we're going to try this. You know what I should do, though? Not try it. I should be safe. This is not the Brian McWhirter School of Mapping here. I don't need to name it. I can just keep it like this. There is no history to go back. No, sensei. We will not hit the save button. No, sensei. Talking of which, I haven't hit the save button in a while. There we go. You will not hit Control C. No, Sensei. That's the Brian McWhirter School of Mapping. Talking of which, I really need to watch the second Cobra Kai. I really enjoyed the first one quite a bit, and I haven't got round to the second one yet. I really need to do that. I think this could be fun. I think this could be a fun way to do this. Let's just keep this like going here. There you go, Angel. Just do it. There is no try. You call yourself a mapper or not? Get that status out of your hand. Vulpes, you are correct. There will be no ski ball. Not on this map. Don't tell Brian I said that though. He will be forlorn. And actually, Brian is a big cartographer of like Cthulhu style maps. You know, a little bit more modern. If anyone should be doing bloody ski balls, whoa, that's a big eraser. Hold on a second. It's someone like him. Got that cat in the background. He wants his loving. Someone better give him loving. What is that? Did I do... What is that there? I drew all of this on my ink layer. I was like just showing you guys where I was going to do stuff, and I drew it on my ink layer. Oh, thankfully not that shit. Did I do all of that on my ink layer? I bloody did. You see what I get with, I'm going to do that. I'm just drawing shit all over my ink. Ah, well. We have an eraser. So I was thinking today about the setup that I want. Not only the other like bits and bobs that I just sort of told you about, and the other streams that I want to do, and I will do them. But I was actually thinking about... I kind of want to change where I'm doing this in the house a little bit. And maybe. But I also want to get like this big screen projector that will actually sort of project this map up on a wall. And I want to be able to walk in front of it. Or figure out some way of doing it. And I want to be able to like move and zoom in on the map. But with me standing in front of it. I think it'd be kind of fun. I was like, and here... we're going to do the harbour. Here, I've got such plans that I want to do for this channel. The plans for the channel outstrip my knowledge, and they certainly outstrip the room that I have in the house. Therein lies the quandary. Vulpes, Elizabethan style cities. What? I hate this delay, man. I hate this delay. What, the stuff that Brian's doing? With the Cthulhu stuff? The conversation's gone. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Photoshop giveth and Photoshop taketh away. That I know what you're talking about. That's one of those, you need to stop drawing now. Why? You're on the wrong layer. I literally was on the wrong layer last night. And no one was shouting out. No one was telling me I was on the wrong layer. There were people in the room, but no one was telling me. I feel a level of betrayal. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like someone saw it and no one spoke out. That kind of hurts, you know. Right here. Yeah, I think this side here we're definitely going to do like sheds. And this side over here we're going to do more of the docks. Zombie dance team leader, you finally made it. You didn't come in right at the end of the stream. Oh shit. Oh shit, missed opportunity. I could have said, okay everyone, and that's it for this evening. It was a little bit of a short stream. And Zombie would be like, no. Damn it. Damn it. Fuck. I wish I'd done that. Damn it. Have you, Zombie? No, you haven't. You haven't said shit. You're wrong. You're a liar. What I wish that we could scroll over the entire map you work, keep wanting to move and zoom it myself. Oh, I know, man. You know, actually, you know what we could do? I don't think there's a way we can interactively do that. But I love the idea of doing a command. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Hold on. Got to get my trusty pen and my trusty paper. Come here. Give it up. Give it up. I don't know what it's getting torn right now. A paycheck. Okay. So, make a note. We are going to add a channel command for like exclamation zoom and maybe an exclamation pan. Oh, hello. That's me leaning on the monitor. We're gonna do it. So maybe you could type like exclamation zoom or exclamation pan and it will do like a little sound or something, maybe a little animation. And that's you telling me, hey, let's zoom in. Let's like pan around the map a little bit. Let's do it. Or we could do exclamation scroll woman. That works too. Alright, hold on a minute. Angel's got it. That wine thing's definite. Oh, there's Zombie Dance Team Leader. Yeah, alright, Zombie. You were there. Alright, fuck off. Zombie, tell us how it went last week. The last I heard, you shaved the goatee. You bought yourself a suit. You went to the gym, gained 50 pounds of lean muscle, and you were going to Birmingham to crack some heads. How did it go? Zombies are heavy, everyone. We're not meant to know that. He's like one of those guys that you see on a gangster film. He's probably got a bald head. But he's like this big softy, really. You know, and after doing like a job, he's actually in his hotel room and he's eating like this carry out. But he's actually watching Twitch stream. That's the soft side of him. He actually is human after all. But then right after the Twitch stream, he goes out and he like breaks kneecaps. Who's dead weight? The people that Zombie is like seeing off. See this little area between these buildings right here? This is where Zombie throws people into the water. Sleep with the fishes. After giving them somewhat concrete boots. Zombies are dead weight. You're Boston. Well, look, being a Boston does not mean that you weren't breaking legs. Birmingham sounded better. Anyway, how did it go last week? Did it go okay? Stop evading the question. You don't have to tell us about the job you did. Did it go okay? The boss told you to shave the goatee, so it must have been an important meeting. We pined in your absence. This song is not gonna last. There we go. What do you get when you cross a vampire with a zombie? A zompire. Angel, you did one of these. Get out. Get out. Turn around. Hang your head in shame. Get out. You know, you just be grateful that I haven't hooked up the little voting mechanism yet, because we'd be voting to see if you're getting a timeout, young lady. Oh, Angel's getting feisty. No. I was there 5 minutes and some homeless guy asked me for a cigarette, said Zombie Dance team leader. So I bust a cap in his ass. Ow. Meeting thing was okay, I guess, but didn't get exactly what we were shooting for. But still got some work. So it was alright. Okay, okay. As long as it wasn't completely wasted, right? We, in my day job, occasionally I get pulled to New York. Yeah, I want to make a little dock area of that, little shipyard right there. That's what I was thinking about. Do we still want to do that? No, we're going to do it up over here instead. So yeah, occasionally I go to New York for similar sort of endeavors. You know, we meet with like Fifth Third or something like that. And the meetings will go really well, but it's like, so what comes out of the actual meeting itself? And sometimes you find it not as much as you hoped for. Let's put a little road going through here. And I think what we're going to do is, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm just sort of seeing where the shapes are taking me. That's how it kind of works for me. This is going to be our main way in, so it's perfectly okay for me to maybe just block this up like so. And we do a zoom. And we do a level. Alright, so let's finish filling this area in where we're at right now. Let's get a sense for how this is beginning to feel. I think it's beginning to look okay. And then I think I'm going to go over to the northeast corner. We're going to draw some ships and like boats getting worked on. I think we're going to do that and get a real sense for how this bad boy's looking. And then, like, all of these have to be redone. Because that was a different shaped coastline when we did them originally. So we'll come back and redo those. Warn me when you do that. I'll quieten down too. Oh, okay, hold on a sec. So Vulpes, I'll show you where we're going to do the lumberyard in a second. So we're going to take a look at where Zombie Dance team leader was staying. What are we looking at here? This is pretty fuzzy, man. High Regency in Boston has the best internet service ever. $360 a night. Yeah, $360 a night. And that's actually rivals some of the bloody NYC hotels I stay at. Oh, is this the up-down? Holy shit, 2.3 and 0.06? Wow, those cheapskate bastards. Cheapskate bastards. Alright, so Vulpes, I was thinking, like, where are we putting the lumberyard? So just quickly on our narrate. layer that someone told me to do. So I was thinking about like a shipyard type of thing here. And maybe like if we do like a fortification here and a fortification here, I was thinking maybe we could like do this lumberyard type affair here, you know? Right next to the shipyard type of thing here. Because if we do like this major road around the outside edge, around the outside, then, you know, it could be feeding into the lumberyard. What do you think, like lumberyard right here? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about, is that location. Whoever told me to like mark shit on the map because you couldn't see my cursor, I freaking love it. I'm addicted. Alright, I have the Vulpes approval. That's all I need. That's all I need right there. So, let's finish this little area right here. Zombie's still talking. Alright, I was on the tech support line for over an hour around midnight, as you can figure. Couldn't figure shit out. They give it a typical dumb shit, no brains response, like have we started to... I hate that crap, man. I hate that. Yeah, I don't even bother now. I don't even bother. I hate that crap. I swear that, you know, I don't even know who they get for this tech support of, like, hotels. But it's, like, some of the dumbest freaking shit. And it's the most frustrating crap, too. I got no time for that. I would rather, honestly, just watch TV and fuck it. I think I want to put a nice sort of clear area behind these guys. You know, just in case, like, shit's getting offloaded, right? I don't want to do another thing now. I don't want that. We're going to do that a little bit differently. We're going to do something like this. Right. Zoom out so people can see what's going on here. I love the statues, by the way. I love these freaking statues. They're like the best. Angel put the phone on loudspeaker mode and read a book. I like this music. I'll read a book. What, you like right during the stream? You go for it. That's the whole point. It's just you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, but we're doing it all together. That's what I like. Let's finish this little area. And then we'll zoom out and we'll take a good look at the city and see how things are shaping out. I kind of hope, even though I don't know, that some people who have actually backed the Kickstarter for this project, because it launched today, are actually hanging out, watching. I want to leave this as a nice little sort of... we're going to flagstone this area here. And so I want this to be this nice little open area, maybe with some crates and shit on it. Actually, talking about which, let's do a couple of little crates here. But it's going to look good. Like, you got all of these buildings clustered around, and it just opens up a little bit, you know, behind these ship sheds, next to this big huge water area. I think that will look appropriate. Like, that's what we're expecting to see, is a little bit of that. Which means I need to close off this area right here. Alright. Let's go that way. And I'm going to go that away. Actually going this way here first, because I want to actually mark off that entire outside edge. And the reason for that is I want to get this area kind of framed by buildings, because then inside that area we're going to actually draw ourselves some ships or boats getting worked on, that type of thing. Zombie says, a few years ago, no particular reason, I took a basic computer class in order to take a more advanced one. So lame. It was for morons that didn't even know how to turn on a computer or open a program. Oh, shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, did you get up and take the class instead of the teacher? That's ridiculous. Bet their tech guys at the hotel took that class and was cut loose on the network. I bet. Vulpes, college prerequisites are generally a waste of time. Hey, Dungeon Tube! I saw you in the lurking around before. Glad to see you online. Yeah, so when I was at college, we did a sandwich course for graphic communications. I was working for a print company at the time, and so we had to take some basic classes that were required for the sandwich course. But I'd already gone through school, I'd already done the advanced, like, you know, classes, already done college, and now I'm off into, like, university. But you got to do the basic shit, because they're just bringing in all these apprentice types. Yeah, some of those classes were like that. Like I'm no mathematician. Like, I am not. But I was getting 100% on math classes, just, like, knocking it out of the freaking park. But like, it was stupid shit. And I had this guy, I forget his name now, he sat next to me, because I kept getting 100% and he wanted to cheat. And I fucking swear, I got 100%, he got like 46. I'm like, dude, you were cheating. How do you get cheating wrong? It was still higher than he would normally get, but how can you get that wrong so badly? I don't know why I told you that story. Just one of my little college things that I did. I know what I'm gonna do here. I know what I'm gonna do here. I see, said the blind man. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a nice little walled compound, because what the hell else would be next to a big huge shipyard, right? Let's make it fairly large. Got a pretty big building going on here. Imagine some workshops, etc. Then let's continue the wall a little bit. And then let's get another nice chunky building going on. Little chunky monkey right here. But on this one, let's get like a chimney. Alright, now here. Alright. And I think I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm actually going to change into a slightly sexier number. Get like a bit of a workyard like feel to this, you know? Alright, zoom out time. Dungeon Tomb. It's very late here in Denmark. I can't believe, my friend, that you actually attend as many as you do, and I am grateful for your presence, and I truly mean that. It is very, very late over there. You asked in yesterday's stream if those that follow you could come online and talk to help out with the harbour, so here I am. The ones, yes, so Zagora Games, they accepted the harbour, or the proposal for what we're doing right now. If you got any ideas, something you want to add, let me know. Even if you're not here to see me draw it, I'll mark it off. Let me know, Dungeon. Yeah, sorry, zooming around a little bit, sort of getting a sense for things. But yeah, Dungeon, if there's something you would like to see, like Vulpes is sort of wants a lumber yard, which we've got marked right here in Laya. That's where we're going to do our little lumber yard. In fact, while we've got this marked, let's do this. I kind of want walled compounds, I think, a little bit. I think walled compounds will kind of feel right. Let's do a nice big sort of corner tower here. And then let's do like another little just so everyone knows, Dungeon Tomb like lives in Denmark. Like the time over there is like 1,000,000 o'clock in the morning right now. It's kind of ridiculous. And he watches almost every stream. If he doesn't actually join us, he actually watches it almost religiously the next day. He's like, he's a true fan, and I appreciate you, man. And he's always chatting with me during the day, like, you know, asking about things I'd said the previous night. So it's always nice when he's actually here. And Dungeon, don't forget, I am going to be streaming over the weekend during the day. So if you can make one or two of those, that'd be great. The fact, Dungeon 2, that you were saying, where's the lumberyard? Just as I was telling you. See? You see? Alright, so... okay, hold on a minute. Zombie Dance team leader would like to see a broken down hotel with a caved-in sign, a foul in the building, and a pile of poo called the Hyatt. Dude. Alright. We're making a note. We're making a note. Hold on a sec. Let's bring... We've got my narrate layer on. Okay, I'm coming back to the narrate layer. So I'm going to make a note, okay? I'm going to put it over here. What we need is we need a broken hotel. We could do that. With a sign that's also broken. And it's a Hyatt. Alright. We will do something with that, okay? We'll do something. Even if only we know what it is, we will have it a trashy part of the city, a hotel, and I will draw the hotel, and it will look like shit, and we'll paint it like shit too, okay? I will know. And I'll have a broken down sign, and it'll be like an H, like on its side. Alright? We got it. I think one idea is to make a big street for all of the wagons transporting materials like big logs to the... So, yeah. I'm thinking that big street is actually going to be this here. I think maybe we'll do, you know, something like this. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe just around here, because then they can actually come into this area here. Because we're going to do some kind of fort, so maybe that's what we'll do. Damn, I forgot I need to think before I type on this stream. Why? Because you'll sow ideas, awesome ideas into my head that I'm actually going to do? Right, that should be enough just to mark where we want to be. And then, I think coming down... No, I like the idea of like an alleyway down here. I think we could do this. But I like the idea of a road coming down, like a little shortcut so they don't have to go all the way around. I always do like this little sort of fence post type of thing. Is it a guardhouse? Is it like little tiny, like, you know, sentry areas? Is it just a fucking post or gate? I don't know. It's whatever you, the GM, decides that it's going to be. Oftentimes I draw what just looks good and what looks right, and then I leave it open for what you think it should be. Let's do a little back shed here, like a little outhouse type of deal. Zoom out, let's get a sense of a feeling for that. I think that could look good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to go towards the west, and we're going to draw the fortification at the entrance to that whole circle thing, whatever the technical phrase is for it. Because that will give us... I love, like, sometimes just framing where we're then about to draw in, because it gives like our space, our canvas, you know, even if the canvas is just like, minuscule. There is okay, there is a chicken coop skee ball carnival stall. Not. Angel said, when I was younger I'd take shortcuts home from school. I'd get home late due to exploring, and when my mom got annoyed and she told me that she'd get annoyed with it, she told me to take the long way home. I see. Love to see you, Dungeon. We'd love to see you. You'll be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. It's like our times will like align just that little bit better. We'd love to see you. Alright. Let's come over this direction a little bit. Let's draw our fortification first. Let's do that. I want it to feel... No, I'm not going to complete that sentence because I was about to say I want it to feel thick. It's like, yeah, let's not say that, Faden. I want the walls to feel good, stout, and heavy. For this. Maybe just a little bit of this. And we'll do something similar on the other side too. Just so because then it's going to feel like as you're coming into this main harbour, you've got these big fortifications, you're going to sail then into a more peaceful area. Then this is like where the merchants and everyone hangs out. But up ahead, you've got these other twin fortifications just staring down before you get to the military harbour beyond. And I kind of like that. And historically, they'd probably have like a chain that could be pulled taut between them, and then no one can sail into that area. Angel will be here over the weekend too, right on. Does the city have a sandbar? It does need to be protected from high tides. I don't know. I mean, did Carthage have a sandbar? I mean, you know, did Carthage have something that protected it from high tides? I mean, sure. Not sure how I actually don't know. I don't know how a sandbar would protect from high tides. I don't know how that shit works. But maybe there's something that we could do colouring-wise out in the water. We have pushed the city towards the north and given ourselves more water, so maybe we can get some kind of sandbar in there. But I need to know how that works. I'm not familiar with how a sandbar helps against high tides, to be honest. You've got a bed literally right there. Why didn't you go in your bed? Neplatonic! Thank you for the follow. That is very much appreciated. It truly is. You're doing it at the right time, too. I'm going to be big-headed for a moment. I'm drawing the best maps of my mother effing life right now. Yeah, that's all I got to say in the matter. I mean, Teagle and that other one that I'm colouring, Keystone Reforged, that's going to be the best map I've ever done ever. And this one? These are rocking. And I think part of the reason why these are rocking is I started streaming them and you guys and girls tell me like, hey, draw this, hey, draw this. And I think it makes shit better. You give me ideas I would never even think of. I love that shit. And it all gets onto the map. Even skee ball machines. And if you've not been here before, don't ask. I'm sure someone will tell you. Could you not? Don't be doing that. I don't like that. I don't like that, so we're doing away with it. We're going to do that a little bit differently. Hold on. I think we're going to do smaller ones. We're going to do 1, 2. I don't like that either. Angel, why do you keep making me do this? Hold on. Holy crap, girl. Will you stop drawing like a right wazzock? 1, 2, 3. That's better. That's the look that I wanted. That's much better. See, that shit's taking shape right there. Hey, Brian's here. We just got done talking about skee balls. Will you stop? I have a cat that you probably can't see because of the whole, like, you know, background and everything. It's like, it doesn't matter where he is, he always wants to be somewhere else, and right now it's on the other side of some window blinds. No, I'm literally looking at you. Stop it. You see, Brian? You Ski Ball Jenkins. They are. That's your name from now on, Brian. Ski Ball Jenkins. That's you. Vulpes talks very highly of you, and it's always in relationship to us a ski ball. In fact, he was trying to get a ski ball factory, workshop, stall in here somewhere. Vulpes, you rock. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. There's no way I'm more entertaining as Critical Role. I've never actually watched Critical Role, but I know it's massively popular. But I really appreciate it. Thanks. That means an awesome amount. And I'm going to keep trying to make things more entertaining all the time. I've got a freaking Stream Deck over here, and goddamn, I'm going to do something with it if it kills me. And I'm going to do green screens, and I'm going to walk on my shit, and I want to have, like, armies marching past as I'm, like, green screening over them, and it's got fuck all to do with mapping anymore. That's what I want. And it's just going to be me talking about maps and waving a fucking stylus around. That's my vision. People have just joined the channel right now are like, what the actual is going on? But seriously, if you go for watch Critical Role, I understand. Just go. I mean, it's totally cool. You hang out here for a while, like you're half an hour, whatever it is. You go over there and you hang out there for a while. There's plenty of love to spread around. Maybe one day I should watch Critical Role too. And maybe understand what the hell it is that they do. I don't know where I want to do this wall. I'm going to do it here. Yeah, do I really want to do this? Do I really want... I don't want to... Warrior! Dungeon Tomb says, just check the other Famale that also was drawing maps with the pen and paper and watercolor, and hope you get here add-on so it shows in a window how long time till you start next stream. Huh? Just check the other female that also was drawing maps but with pen and paper. Right, Demille I think you're talking about. And hope you get here so it shows in a window how long till you start next stream. To show now, like D&D, they never get killed or they get always come back. Vulpes, go over there and say hi to her. And you know what? Maybe get later on, guys. Maybe depending who's on. Maybe we'll end. If she's still on, maybe we'll go over and raid her, huh? Maybe we'll all just go over there and say hi to her. So the whole thing about the countdown is you have to be streaming in order for a countdown to show, is my understanding. And maybe I'm mistaken in that. So you're effectively streaming a countdown. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Because I actually used to do a countdown. If I'm understanding where the conversation is going right now. Yeah, Vulpes, go spread the love. Tell her I said hi. So anyone that's in the chat right now, if you're wondering what we're talking about, is Demille. She does hand-drawn maps, a little different than I do right here. Like, she was drawing a dragon, like a dead dragon, sort of settlement, the last I looked. Feel free to go say hi to her. She's cool peeps. She pops in the channel quite a bit. One of the good ones. What are we doing here? We're going to bring up this here. That's what we're doing. See, if this was a little bit later, I would actually say, hey, let's go raid the meal. And maybe if she's still on in 20 minutes, 30 minutes time, maybe we'll go over there, huh? But let's get a reasonable bit done here first. So what I saw for this area here was this type of thing. I'm just going to drop the pen size just a smidge. And we're going to see if we can make this work here. Now this is the type of stuff that is not going to show up on the map printed like this. So that's probably about print size right there. Maybe that. But you can see, I mean, I love going like nuts, because if this Kickstarter does well, they're going to do like a big zoomed in version of this. So let's draw little ships getting worked on over here, right? That's the whole point. Oh, so she's not. Okay. Yeah, there was a confusing sort of part of the stream there, Vulpes. But thanks for checking, because if she was streaming in half an hour, we were going to totally go and raid her. So, if she does she have a countdown going or something that shows when she's next going to come back? Does that not mean that she's streaming the countdown to do that? Or is there a feature now where you can actually have a countdown showing? That's kind of cool. Angel, you know I want to raid someone, man. I want to raid someone. Let's not do that one. I'm not quite sure what we're doing here yet. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Is this the look that I was going for? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what this needs? One of those little walkie wheels down the side of it to make the crane work. Is this the look? I feel like there should be something in the center getting work done. This is kind of cool music. Very ominous. Alright, that I think looks like it's just this area that's getting heavily worked, right? And I think we're going to do some larger galleys getting worked on here. Some of them with their noses sticking out. But for now, we'll move to do... Now, while we're actually here, hold on. Hold on. Zagora Games said, go nuts with the details. I'm not going to do all of these right now, but let's just see if this is going to be a detail worth doing. Because if it is, we'll add it to the others too. Red tile. I think that will look pretty swish. That will look pretty swish. Alright, so Volpe says Twitch shows her was offline, which means that the countdown timer is a widget. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. To Twitch. Let's not do me. I don't want to see me on the delay because that gets kind of weird. And I don't mind if you see how we actually find Demille. This is Demille here, everyone. If you're watching this after the fact, go hit her up with a follow, okay? Costs you nothing to follow the woman. So... Oh, she's got this little countdown widget. Okay, right on. I like that. Okay, there's a little widget for it. I like that. Oh, and she's got like the schedule. Oh shit, hold on a sec. Let's steal that idea. Countdown to stream. Alright. Right on. We're gonna steal that. As the Romans would do, we like that. We're gonna take it, it's ours now. That's what we're going to do. Need room for material piles. Well, I was going to do maybe that in the lumberyard area around the corner. We were going to like fill this all in. You know, I've got like this little area of smaller boats getting worked on. And as we come around, I was going to make it more towards the lumber. And like, you know, the machines and everything. Maybe between the two. Like in this sort of area. A pile of lumber is what we're going to do. Yeah, cheers, Dungeon. You tipped me off to something, a little widget I didn't know existed, but I like the idea. And I like the idea that then I could feed in the schedule for the week and everyone knows what's going on. I like it. We're going to do it. That's my idea. Lumberyard. Okay, guys. Stream. Come on. Feed me what should be in the lumberyard. We got a saw, obviously. We got piles of lumber. What else? We got some sheds, drying out sheds and stuff. Come on. Feed me what a lumberyard should look like. No, I don't want to do that actually. Hold on. I want this to be wood. This is a wood area after all, so hold on. So obviously we've got like, you know, piles and piles and piles of wood. What else we got? What else we got? Sawdust. Okay, there will definitely be sawdust. Probably going to do sawdust in the texturing, colouring sort of phase. What else should there be here? I think if we want to show a sawmill, but sawmill would probably be covered. What the hell is powering the sawmill? Do we do like, you know, a circle with mules on it, like powering the sawmill? Do we do a windmill powering the sawmill? Maybe that. I don't want to do magic. This is based on ancient Greece. I don't want to get too magical, even though it's the queen of all monsters. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into high fantasy here. What is powering this sawmill? Alright. Angel sending something across here. Oh, this battery level 5% has been battery level 5% for like 2 months. Alright, well this is a lumber showroom. With Angel, I'm not quite sure what I'm meant to do with this, my love. Storage sheds to protect the lumber from rain. Worksheets for hanging, working the timbers. Storage sheds. Let's start with storage sheds. Alright. Storage sheds. And we could certainly spill, like, into this area here, no problem at all. I don't mind doing that, but, you know, I'm generally thinking right now, this area, and it kind of spills over because it's too freaking large, you know? So we've got some storage sheds. I don't think there was a saw machine at the time, so I think it was more like a big saw, like old shoal 4-man saws. Oh, like the old, like, you know, this type of thing, like back in the day. I agree with that, but I've read a lot about Roman inventions and stuff, and they had a saw for cutting through stone, and it wasn't man-driven. They actually had it water-driven, if what I read is to be believed. But I hear you. Let's not make this too industrial here. So do I create a little area where we've got some big logs? Oh, and actually, you know, you're Denmark. I watched a guy actually splitting a log, like a tree trunk, into planks, just using like little fucking like wedges and stuff. So I feel you. Like go the traditional way on this. Maybe a big area where they're splitting logs and making planks. Then an area where those planks are like hanging and drying and shit. All right. So let's have a big work area where they're working logs. I don't know how we're going to exactly draw that, especially because we're getting so small now. We get to a stage where, like, I mean, this is literally, you know, it's going to be texture at this size. But that's the whole freaking point. You print that off a poster sized, it's like, holy shit, look at the crap she drew on here. So let's draw some crap, right? Okay, so people bring shit through here. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to have some, like, carts and stuff here. And some wagons that have been getting used. Maybe an abandoned one right here. Maybe still with logs on them. There's a log like lying along here. Alright, now let's get... want to be careful with my scale here too. Because if I'm not careful, I'm going to imply a scale and this should be larger, but... I'm not drawing little guys either. Unless those dots at the end are little guys. Work sheds, not worksheets. No, I'm doing worksheets, man. Look. Because you said so. It is a sheet of Vulpes. And maybe actually we'll, while we're in here, we'll do Angel's idea and we'll do a whole bunch of sawdust on here. Thank you, my dear. So yeah, Angel, I think we will do a little bit of texturing for sawdust. I think we will. We'll do it now, like a soft grey. Angel, I actually turned song requests off. I'll happily turn it back on or even add your song for you. Because I'm trying to keep most of my streams not getting muted. And Sven came in the other day and started playing some music, and it causes like the video that I then store on Facebook to get muted in sections, and I'm trying to avoid that. And what I'm thinking about doing is having 1 or 2 nights a week where it's just music day, and we just do how we want to. We play whatever we want, but I'm not posting that video. It's a lost video. We can't save it anywhere after the fact. But right now I've got it turned off because otherwise Sven comes in and he just starts posting all sorts of copyrighted material. And I lose the video. And I have people actually coming back in and watching these videos after the fact, and so I'm trying to keep them like copyrighted free. If the music track you're asking for is copyrighted free, I am happy to queue it up. And then, like I say, I'm thinking about doing some you know, an evening. Maybe we do like Thursday evening is music evening or something, or Sundays. It's like we don't care. We're gonna stream for 4 hours and we're gonna play whatever music we want. That's kind of my idea. Cave Geek doesn't care because Cave Geek doesn't like want to necessarily save his videos. I'm trying to actually save mine after the fact. Let's get rid of our trace, guys. Let's take a look at this. Cleaned up a little bit here. We've got all of those in there now, so let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. And then let's take an honest step backwards. Now what layer is that hills? Oh, that's hills. Oh, well, we're not doing anything with that. Let's get rid of this. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out. Okay, so at print size, just default 8.5 by 11-ish. It's just little tiny texture. Look at that. Look how cute it is. Spaghetti's always good, Angel. 1 day a week. Wait is always a pasta day for us. Pasta and meatballs. So taking shape, right? Taking shape. we zoom in a little bit over here, we actually start to see, look at those details beginning to pop. I think that looks lumberyardish, don't you think? I think, though, we do have the potential for stacking up planks. Like, I think there would be a lot more sort of work debris around. Be up here like this. There we go. Angel says it's adorable. Thank you, Angel. Alright, Kyle. Come out here. Come out and play, Kyle. Let's see if we can get an agreeable sawdust effect. No, I don't want to obscure our details, so I'm not going to go too crazy heavy here. But let's make it look like it's a worked area, right? Now, like I say, I would normally do this in colouring. But I like the black and white maps too. To be able to stand on their own. Alright. Time check, probably going to stream for about another half an hour. Okay. Let's come this way. Then let's go that way. The reason for that being, I think what we can do... What was layer 2? I said I don't need to name that. Oh, it's those. Okay. Apparently I did need to name that. Alright, so yeah, let's come across and let's go up. Because what I'd like to do is get a couple of those sheds drawn on the perimeter there. And it'd be actually kind of cool if we like got rid of some of this debris here. I can't believe that I drew this all on my egg layer. Oh my god. Let's get rid of that shit. Now I'm not too worried about the line because I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna make this into little piers. Piers is one of those things where I had someone, like, not argue, but, like, argue with me about, yeah, those piers wouldn't work. That's not the shape of a pier. It's like, I don't care, dude. I really just don't care. Does it look fun? Does it look about right? And I think that looks good. We'll wrap some ships around that bad boy over there. We'll add a couple of ship huts, ship sheds. I think that'll look like a cool little area. Do you think you will actually draw ships in the harbour? Hell to the yes, I will. So, I forget what map it was on, but someone, years later, did a zoom in of this little ship, and it was like this impartial blog. Someone was like just like talking about the map. I was like, oh my god, she drew a ship in the harbour. And it was this little ship and there was this little wake going behind it. I love doing that shit. So like on Trillium last year, which was this like 3 main islands and this big huge metropolis around it, I did lots of little ships and stuff. You print that bad boy on a poster, it's gorgeous. And I love doing little ships. And we're going to do it. We are going to do them all along the bottom here, like not only docked but in the water with little wakes and stuff. We're going to have little, not rowers. I'm not drawing fucking rowers, but we're going to have the oars and stuff with little splashes of fucking waves. Yes, hell yes we are. And not only that, we've started the process. I have a little rowboat there, and I have a little rowboat up there. So damn right, Angel, we're going to be drawing ships. Hell yes we are. You've seen the artwork. I'm not going to show the artwork again. You've seen the artwork. There's galleys everywhere. We're doing that. I suddenly got all fired up about that. Yes! Damn right we are. This was nuts. This was the end of the stream yesterday. And I started marking what we were going to do tonight, and I did it all over the ink layer. That's like me grabbing an ink pen and just like started to mark on paper, you know, what we're going to do the next day. It's like, holy balls. How do we want this to look? How do we want this to look? Carthage. I don't think had a wall going around this. It had a perimeter of buildings going around it. That we can do. But it also has these, like this type of stuff down here. These sheds. Do we do one shed and then just duplicate? How are we going to do this? This could be some serious work just drawing sheds. But you know what? That's the business we're in, right? That is the business we're in. Yeah, I did all of that in freaking ink too. The next time I narrate on the ink layer, someone virtually clip me upside the head, okay? Just reach through that monitor and like fucking give me a good whack. What is the best way of doing this? What is the best way of doing this? I think potentially this. Beach blanket bingo. What the hell is beach blanket bingo? That's a bingo. Select. Transform selection. Let's make that bad boy a little bit larger. Let's move it in like so. I'm gonna do a bit. I'm gonna do a bit. What am I doing? What are you doing? I don't know. Do you know how to speak? Is that Queen's English that they're talking about? No, I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm marking off where I want ship sheds to kind of come into the water a little bit. And this outside area is going to be a walkway. So, and I'm doing it on this sort of layer 2 here. And so if we do like an edit stroke now, and we can probably make this quite thin. And then we just drop the opacity down a little bit. It kind of acts like our trace layer a touch. So that right there is where I think we're going to use as our guide for the ink. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this. Let's get rid of this. Now I appreciate if you're watching a stream right now, all you are seeing on screen is my ugly mug and this big circle, and you're probably right now thinking, I thought she was renowned for drawing details and shit. This is true, but sometimes when you zoom in, you lose the big picture. But we're gonna add a command to the channel where you could do exclamation zoom or exclamation pan, and that's gonna be your cue of pan the fuck out, bitch, and let me see what's going on here. But I want to draw a shed first. True story, I need to build a shed in my backyard. And right now I am putting more effort into drawing a shed than actually doing anything in a real life. Oh, that's actually kind of heavy. Let's just... Oh, dude, that's heavy, yo. I want to try and gauge how big I want these sheds to be. I wonder if that's too small. It's like, what? I feel like there's no war galley getting into that shed there. Volpe says the interior docks would have a higher security due to being reserved for military vessels and those of rich senators and merchants. 100%, which is why we're actually protecting the harbour, or the inner harbour I should say, with fortifications. 100%. Angel says, I need a subterranean bunker in my backyard. Don't we all? You know, I'm thinking about extending my house and everything, and it's going to, like, it would cost hundreds of thousands, and probably not practical. Or you dig underground and don't tell anyone, and then your whole house falls in on you. I'd love to. Actually, I would love a bunker. I would love a bunker. Like, just give me half the size of my house underground. Yeah, I would dig that. With the house, too. I would do all my gaming and everything underground. Vulpes says, scroll up. I don't know if you've been in chat or not. Interior docks should have a higher security, but yeah, okay, beach blanket bingo. And something about layers of lead protecting the bottom of the ship. And lead to create metal beaks. Oh! Well, yeah, ancient Greek shipbuilding as they started with the keel. Yeah, and then did the ribbing. Right, and that's kind of one reason why I started doing like that type of thing. Right, keel and ribbing. But I like the idea of beaks and stuff. Like get some rams and things like that. And like maybe piles of lead and things. I'm down with that. Demille is here. Demille, we were all talking about you before, girl. We were. I'm not just lying either. If you watch this stream back about 15 minutes ago, I was actually on your page and we were stealing things from it. Yes, we were. We were all talking about the countdown timer that you have, that little widget. And so I went over there and I looked at your countdown timer. I was telling everyone to go give you a follow. And then I was talking about, I'm Roman, so I'm going to steal your countdown timer. And now it's going to be my idea. Because it's a good idea, so therefore it's mine now. And if you'd been online, we're all going to come over and raid you. Also Roman style. So you were actually the topic of conversation for quite a bit. Okay, so this. I think this is too small. Because it's basically the size of a regular shed. And they're putting a fucking war galley in there? How big is this galley? The size of my desk? No, I think we need to go bigger. And unfortunately, I drew it with bloody ink because I'm blaming Vulpes. Clearly, I'm going to have to do another layer right here. Alright, let's try this instead. Yeah, figured out. Some people were basically sort of talking about on your wall, on your channel, there's a countdown timer. I'm like, but if she's got a countdown timer, that must mean that she's online. Because I thought that maybe it was your big video that you had a countdown timer in. I thought that'd be kind of cool. But you have to be streaming for that video to be active. What's she doing here? So I went up to your wall to find out. You know, let's do it. No, let's do it this way. But then we kind of get beyond my line. Like, what's the point of drawing a freaking line if you're going to ignore your line? I mean, someone answer me that. What if we did it this way instead? What if we did it like that instead? I mean, that's larger than these guys down here. And this is where they're building them, right? So that's a big area. This area is just where they're going to drag them up into. I feel that's about the right size. But poorlish. I don't like the overhang on land. I think that's what's bugging me. Vulpes, no, it needed to be smaller. It was too horsey before. It was too big. It just wasn't going to work. This music, I feel like I should have like fucking silk thing going on. Just like... That's not my style. I'm the one standing there in armor, growling. Alright, maybe that's the size. Maybe this is the size. I don't like this wall on it. I feel like if we can get like the basic size down, I can probably duplicate it a little bit, you know? But how do I then handle the fact of this? How do I handle this? This is part of what I like and hate about Twitch. Is I actually love spitballing this shit with you and like figuring it out and experimenting. The bit that I don't like is when I fuck it up and it just doesn't look right and we spend 20 minutes like getting nowhere. But what if... I think we're going to have to hand draw these separately. I don't want everyone to be identical. I kind of want a level of difference, you know? That's kind of going to be what it looks like over there. But obviously a circle of them. Which is going to be interesting, just drawing a circle of sheds. Yes, time to check the reference picture. Thank you very much. The voice of reason. Hold on. The voice of reason. Reference picture. Oh, hi. Alright, let's check the reference picture. See, they've got no sheds on there. That I think is the big difference, right? They have no sheds. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Carthage Harbour. Let's go see what other people have done. So this is, duh. So take a look at this one. So maybe this is what we should be looking at. It's not individual sheds. It's one big, huge... Actually, I really like this view. It's one big, huge perimeter of building. And there is all of these little slots in it. That makes it completely different. That's what we should be doing. That's got to be it, right? That's got to be it. Let's just copy that. Let's bring this over. And let's drop this in as an alternative reference pick right there. And let's just drag our little reference pick up here where we're kind of working. We could always turn that off. So basically, I could make this whole outside perimeter be a solid line. And then put a little bit of roof detail on, just like they've got here. And then maybe this interior area would give it this wonderful sort of little design that's going on. Bish, bash, bosh, done. No sheds, right? No individual shed. It's one big shed. I also like that they've got this little outside area here. I think we're going to copy that. What a great picture this is. That's a lovely picture. Wonder what's going on here. Shit, man. You sit with the whole, like, reference picture. Look where you just led this. Okay, that's why I love Twitch. It's like we're all hanging out in one room together. I'm getting stuck. You guys, girls say, do this. I do that. And the boom, it just unlocks it. It's just awesome. So that's what we're going to do. So that actually means that this here maybe we actually kind of just make it solid. And then these two guys, we get rid of them. Why have I got a hole here? I must have deleted it. I keep doing things, guys. You're not telling me not to. And then there'll be no sheds here. Because this is a big shed. Maybe I need to make this bigger. I need to make this bigger. So it needs to come in. I'm going to make it come in bigger. Make it bigger. And Emil, yeah, maybe a market. It almost looks like whole groups of guys. You see this though? Like maybe there are some tents and shit. But this looks like rows of dudes. Like they're mock fighting or something. Here, it looks kind of interesting. Yeah, Demila, you get it. You get it. Every single one of my maps since I've been drawing them on Twitch is better. Period. 100%. And Angel, you know, because you've been on all of my maps. It's like people are suggesting these things, like the whole mushroom farm on like Keystone Reforge. It's like, I never would have thought about that. I'd be forging ahead right now, and the mushroom farm is going to be one of my favorite pieces of that map. It's like holy bowels. I love it. I love Twitch. I do actually, though, seriously want to make my mapping channel an entertainment channel. I really do. I got some ideas for making it more like a freaking TV channel. Is that too big now? Is that too big? I think that might be a little bit too big. I mean, it's got to be bigger than this, but that might be a little bit too big. Yeah, let's make it a little bit smaller. So what I'm thinking is, okay, let's turn that off. This line that you can see, this shimmering line, is basically going to be this here. And this is pretty sizable. I mean, that's pretty thick. It's thicker than the freaking city wall and everything, right? But they have to literally put in galleys into this area. So if we're putting war galleys into this, let's turn off our reference pic there. That was an awesome reference picture. Is that going to be too big of a shed? Do I need to make it the house smaller? And what I'm thinking about is, if these are like minor galleys, merchants and everything right along here, minor ships, the war galleys are going to be bigger than this, right? So I kind of feel like, and this is where they're making them, so a little smaller than that. I'm tempted to do this. I'm tempted to do that. Right, it has to be as big as the big battleships, right? Exactly. Let's do it. Because I think with the roof detail that we'll put on this thing, I think it won't look too bad. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to look like this great structure. Let's do it. Why can't I? Oh, it won't let me stroke it because... There's my mouse. We don't have a layer, so edit stroke. And we're going to give it a good solid 4 pixels right in the center of that bad boy. There. Yeah, you know what we could do for fun? You know what we could do for fun? Actually, is make this walkway here, like, cut right through here. It's open air, and it just walks right through on this, like, path right across this big, huge harbour towards this centre area. Maybe we'll do something like that. And then we've got this whole outside area. But then we need to, obviously... I think we're going to get the shape nailed down just before the end of the stream, which would be great. Then what that will mean is Saturday, we're going to come back and we're going to keep working on this area. Yeah, alright. So let's merge that and that together. let's bring back our reference picture of awesomeness. And it's basically, I know that they've got it covered here. I kind of want it open because I like the dynamic. But they've basically just got two thin strips right here. So we're going to emulate that right now. I go select, and then we do select, modify contract, and we contract in 20 pixels. Too much. Damn it, Vulpes. We do select, modify, contract 10? I have to remember we're actually pretty heavily zoomed in right now. 10? 10 looks promising. And then we do an edit stroke. Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it. And we do 2 pixels. Actually, no, hold on. We do edit stroke 2 pixels, but we do a grey. A fairly dark grey. And let's turn off our trace layer for a moment. I think that could work. Alright, Dungeon Tomb. Well, if you want to have big ships, yep, absolutely. We're going to have a big area for it. Colour when you point, I can see what you talk about, please. Absolutely will. I'll endeavour to do that more. Saturday Keystone. So, Angel, I'm thinking about actually splitting the stream half and half, like 3 hours of each one. Something like that. Let's just see, you know. No reason why we can't, right? Work on both of them. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't actually locked it down yet, one way or the other. I thought I might do both maps, both days, but we'll see. Vulpes, you might hate me for this. Oh god, oh no. What if you made the harbour circle much larger and had it intersect with the hexagonal middle harbour? Dude, I've drawn it now. I can't go back on this. I can't redraw at this point. I can't, man. I think that could look awesome. I think it could. I'm not denying that. We are too far. We are way beyond that point by a factor of 2 evenings. So, yeah, unfortunately can't. Maybe on the next map, though, right? I actually kind of like exploring harbours a little bit more like this now. So maybe we do that in the next one. Next time we've got to do a nice big harbour, we'll do that, okay? For this one, it's got to stay this way. There's way too much ink on this paper right now to go changing it. What the actual is this guy right here? Like, what is that? Where did he come from? Alright, so... Dungeon Tomb, you want narration? Where the hell did he come from? And I drew that on the ink layer. But seriously right now. Like, what is he? That's ink. That's ink. Where did I get that from? Is it... That's got to be a weird Photoshop thing. That has to be. Maybe someone can watch a stream later on and tell me where I created that. Because that was weird. Alright, let's just clean up these bad boys a little bit. You know what we might do? We might go 10 minutes long here. Because I think, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we could do this center building? Let's do a center building. Vulpes not going to hit you. Ever. I don't hit people. It's a good idea. It is a solid idea. It's just way too late in the game to do it. Cheers, Dungeon. I appreciate that, man. You're a rock star. Hey ho, all your lettuce is gold. You're a shooting star above the fold. Alright, let's see if we can emulate that. You know, I kind of want to move this guy. I kind of want to move him. Where do we want to move him to? Let's move him down here. Up here. It's like the picture's just a slightly bit too freaking big. But let's see if that will work. Yeah, Angel, you've heard the best of it, my girl. You have heard the best of it. It just goes downhill from there. It is freaking awful. Alright. Wow, what's the best way of doing this? Alright. So stick with what you know, Phaeton. Stick with what you know. I tell you what we're gonna do. I tell you... No... Oh, okay. You know how we should do this? Let's play. Let's play. This is how I'm gonna do this. Let me show you how we're gonna do this. Alright, and then I think we will do... Let's do another layer. And then we'll actually change this to 4 pixels and hit on the hard round. Because it looks like it kind of comes from here to the outer edge. So a little bit of an odd shape like so. Kind of in spirit. In spirit. Just not so wazzicky. It's kind of a weird shape. Yeah, I feel like some of my lines are off here. But we can salvage this. We can salvage this. I'm overthinking this. I'm overthinking it. Let's go harder. DeMille, go. Catch you tomorrow. Have a good one, girl. Jesus Christ, why can't I get this right? I've probably been drawing too long. In fact, I think I'm going to deviate from the thing a little bit here. And then, let's get rid of that just for a moment. And then it's got, actually, in the top here, it's actually got an opening. There. I think that's it. And we're going to surround this entire structure with buildings. And we're going to, like, obviously there's going to be water. We're going to do waves on the inside of it. I think that's it. I think that's the shape right there. Alright, so let's call it for this evening. This is a good spot to end it. So, what comes next? Friday night I don't typically stream because I do whiskey and paint on a Friday night and I paint miniatures. I streamed it once and I don't really have the camera set up for it. I actually want to get a camera mounted on my head to do this. And actually have a little turntable where I can put painted miniatures with a camera on it. That's not going to happen for tomorrow night. But I might do a paintbrush review tomorrow night. No promises. That said, Saturday and Sunday I am streaming. And I am streaming during the day, which means at least 4 to 6 hours of streaming both days. Both days. And I'm either going to stream this map and Keystone Reforged colouring, or I'm going to do one or the other, like, you know, Saturday Keystone, this one Sunday. Not sure yet. I think, honestly, I like the idea of, like, working on something for 2 to 3 hours, like drawing, and like, okay, I need to go just colour some shit for like 2 to 3 hours. So I like the idea of doing both, but we're going to see. We're going to see. But either way, we're back on this on the weekend, okay? We've clearly got a lot to do. But the last 2 drawing sessions have been slow because it's really been into new territory. Stuff we've had to research and think about and plan and look and change and delete. There's been a lot of that for the last 2 sessions. But we're past that now. We're back into the rhythm now. So it should start going a lot quicker. So with that said, I'm going to call it here. Maybe you might see me pop up tomorrow. Maybe. But definitely for the weekend, okay? So hopefully we'll get to hang out a little bit over the weekend. Dungeon Tomb, Vulpes, Demille's already gone, but Demille, love you. Angel, just all of you. I hope, and he's buggered off, but Zombie dance team leader was here. So all of you, have a great one. I love you all. I'm definitely going to see you over the next few days. You know it. I'm going to go off and I'm going to go eat something now because it's getting on a little bit. You go off and go and get something to eat or get some shut eye and I'll see you again, okay?